those of you who have not been acquainted with Celine yet, she is the grant writer for SEND. So she leads all of the grant writing for our projects, ranging from training grants for diversity in the biomedical sciences to our grants at the different labs. She's currently working on several funding opportunities within SEND for the COVID-19 response, and has been very, very actively researching and staying up to date with all of the different opportunities that are coming out from foundations, government organizations, etc. So I will go ahead and take it over to her, and then if she has any, or if you guys have any questions at the end, feel free to pipe in.
Yeah, thank you, Isabel. Thank you. So yeah, I will do very quick because you see, as it's me, I really like to write, but reading all these RFP from NIH, NSF is just like a nightmare, and there are always complicated stuff, and then trying to make it stuff more complicated than it is. So what I was doing like recently is like trying to put all together all the information that are coming out, especially on COVID. The thing is that it's evolving every day. Until yesterday, the NIH changed some notification. There is a new funding coming from the DoD. So I think the main point is to be aware and to keep looking, because stuff are going very fast. Some solicitations are already closed and some are opening right now. So I think the main message is really to be open to new thing almost every day. So there is different type of submission types that you solicited. That it means that an agency will send like a specific area of interest, and in this case will be COVID. There is all the unsolicited grants that are currently going with their own deadline, like the R1, the SBIR, or R21. When working with COVID, what they really say is like it's better always to talk with a PO and try to establish an interest and a contact with the agency to really try to push forward and go faster. And finally, there is a broad agency announcement. It's more large-scale solicitation, and then we'll address like a more wider area of research. So I divided the talk or the document like in different agencies. So the NIH currently, they have two RFP specialists with COVID, and they are both like a supplement for already currently active NIH grants. So there is one is for revision of a grant, and the other is an administrative supplements. Each agency has their own notification. You have a special notification for the NIDA, the National Institute of Drug Abuse, the one for NIAID and NIGMS. And they are changing. Yesterday, they just changed the two notification for the NIGMS and NIAID. So I think it's something that is always moving, and working with someone that can help you will always, or calling the PO, it's always really helpful, because they are not making your life easy for sure at NIH. So this you can apply. You have. It means that if you already have a NIH grant, you just ask for a supplement, especially on COVID, and they are open to any kind of change, either the pathogen, the model you want to use as a study, or the type of study you want to do. The only limitation is a time limitation. You have to be inside your already granted grant. It means that if you still have only 2 years, you cannot ask for more than 2 years for the supplement. And usually they're quite flexible for the budget. They say that they don't want your budget to go over what you already have in your R1, but if really you need, you can always discuss with them, is what someone told me. And also you can always apply to the already solicited opportunity that were out. Right now, I identified 2. One is really soon, is this one, the NIAID Division of Microbiology and Infectious Disease. It's on April 9. So it's a big grant, and I think for people that didn't start like a submission will be very difficult to do this kind of, because you need some preliminary data for that to really apply. And you have this other one that's in June, and is really toward the countermeasure against select pathogen, and they will be really willing to receive some proposal on COVID. So except the NIH, you have the oops, why my, we have the NSF, okay, no. Why is this one? Let's go here. Okay, the NSF. So the NSF, they develop what they call a NSF Rapid. It's a short proposal. Usually will be 1 year, will be 200K, and you can contact the program officer, do like a very, very short project description, no more than 5 pages, can be even 2 or 3, and you send it and there's normally like 10 to rapid to a rapid response. So this is really like something that will be short. 1 year you can have 2 years, but it's normally for 1 year and 200K. And you have all the NSF's beer for already developed prototype, and you will have to give a very short speech. It's on rolling basis, so you don't have deadline, and then you can and they will help you develop like a proposal. So okay. So after, there is this one. There's 2 very big proposal that you can ask. Is BARDA. There is this one is you also they will prefer what they say to have like some preliminary data on what you want to propose, but it goes from diagnostics, vaccine, therapeutics, ventilator. So it's really wild, and there is no budget cap, and it seems that the timeline is not so easy. They tend to be a little bit long to answer, but they have this rapid fast track, this rapid review, and you have a budget cap. It is 750K. And for this one, the focus area is mainly in vitro diagnosis assay. So this is another opportunity. So apart from this big agency, the Department of Energy and the Department of Defense have also developed a lot of strategy to bring funding. The DOE is like sharing resources, facility, computational, and it seems that since March 18, you can just contact them and ask them how you can use their facilities mainly, and you just contact them. The DOD, they send like 2 new calls, but one, as you say, it's as you can see here, it's already over. It's ended yesterday, and it was a hackathon, innovation challenge, and it's mainly like to develop for the US Army, but for the world public too, like a solution. And so, as you can see, this one is already over, and the second one, it's due the March 31. MTech, it's also linked to the DoD. They had the pre-announcement since 2 weeks, and they just released it yesterday night. You have until the April 8th to write a white paper, and it's mainly about therapeutics. When I read briefly the RFP yesterday night, and it seemed that you also need like to have at least one in vitro result that show that your strategy is working, and it's like it seems that they are giving a lot of. They have $20 million that they can award, and they say that they will only give 5, so it can be a lot of money. And but will be a short time. It will be something that has to be realized up to 8 months. And what else do we have? We have, so this one, the Medical CBR Defense Consortium, they opened March 19, and they actually open until the May 31. But when they open it in the 19th, they say that within 48 hours, you will have to send your proposal. So I think most of the proposal was sent just March 2021. You can always do it now because it's still open. I'm not sure. I don't know. They will accept it, but I don't know how much. It will depend on the competition, how much they already received. And the CDC opened like for only 2 weeks proposal for white paper, and it's now closed. And when I look about foundation, is really not easy. We had like in March this big announcement of Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation saying that they will put like more than $100 billion, but it was really difficult to reach to them to see how they will distribute the money. I keep looking. It seems that they don't accept proposal. It seems that they are working with people they already know into the CDC, into some, so it's something that I think we still have to look for, the foundation, but right now I cannot really help on that side. And then, so there is other funding. So this is more local funding from UC Berkeley. You have like, this one is more like a bioinformatic HPC consortium that to help all the data analysis, and this one that came out like few days ago is to seed funding for new technology, and you have a deadline is like April 24. And I think for now it's everything that I put all together. And of course, at CEN, we're here to help. So I put here the CEN website. I think here you can also click and you will have the link. And Isabel is putting all the funding resources, all the resources and that we can help. But don't hesitate to contact us if we can either put you in contact with some people that maybe have an expertise that you don't have, or to write a grant, or to contact some program officer. We'll be happy to help. And more or less, I try to be very quick because I know that you all have something to do. And then because it's not, so I think you can just have this document and do and use it for and use it, share it, and do whatever. It's yours now.
Celine, if I could
Yeah.
offer just a quick update. This is Lisa. Hi.
Hi.
BARDA actually very recently, within the last week or so, changed their, they've expanded their, what they're asking for both the EZBAA, the rapid one, and the
Okay.
regular one. And so they're now also interested, this one says it has to be an existing FDA cleared molecular platform. They've expanded to also have sections in both proposals for point of care, handheld type diagnostics as well,
Okay.
on new platforms. So people should know that.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I also want to add that, as Celine had mentioned, we have all these resources online. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen super quickly, and then you can see where to find the where's my share screen? Where to find the Google Doc of resources on our website. Okay, so if you go to the SEND website, send.globalhealth.berkeley.edu, and then you scroll down, there's something that says current funding opportunities under COVID-19 resource quick guide. You click that, and God, there's a cat meowing outside my door. And then if you roll down here, it will load. Sorry, my computer's running a little slow. We've got other people on the internet in my household. And so this is got all the same information that's on the sheet that is uploaded to the Dropbox as well. But you see here, we've got sponsor, topic area, the link to the call, the program, deadline, and if there's any funding limitations. So you can scroll through all of that as well. If you, I don't know, it's just basically all the same information on Celine's side, but organized in a different way. If you prefer to look at it the one thing about example grants is that each organization has a different format that they want you to follow. So the NIH and NSF are government organizations versus the Gates Foundation has very different guidelines for how they want you to submit those grant proposals. Maybe Celine has some sort of old proposal.
Yeah, I think that for me, the main way to have example is it's when you know someone that is working on something maybe similar of what you are doing, to ask them, do you have like a grant that I can see, and then to see how they structure it. Because you see, I can share one, but maybe I'm more in the research side, in therapeutic, and maybe you more into the diagnostic will be different. So I think to have examples, sometimes to reach out to people is really helpful. And to say, do you know someone that can share a proposal? This will be helpful to really design yours. Right now, it's true that what Isabel said, that you have like all the guidelines that the NIH or NSF is saying that what they really want you to put in a grant. right now, because it's really fast proposal, because we are really responding to this outbreak, it's a lot of white paper. That means that you can more or less do whatever you want. You start with a rationale why you are doing that, you do like technical information, and then if you have some preliminary result or not. And so it's a little bit more easy than usually now.